funny, you're laughing at. That's not true. Okay, good. Safe. All right, this is how we place chairs, everybody. The ones we're doing at home. I'm gonna grab a chair. Yeah. Positive surprises. Oh.
Take one pass on. Basically. Make sure the front, these two, the legs, one mat, slide on this. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Don't even talk about it.
That'd be exciting, though.
Kind of slippery.
What did it say? Didn't A&M win? So we're not going to sit in the chair right now. We're going to use the chair on the side. And we're going to sit facing the chair. And if you cannot see me, of course, there's a screen right there for you to see me. And hear myself 3 times. So, yoga, right? This fad that has come around for the last 20 years. Now, yoga is everywhere. But yoga is such an ancient practice and it can be such a deep practice too. So it depends on where we are in life, where we are mentally, and some people call that spiritually. We definitely are one of those people. Where are we connecting to, right? What is it that our intention is when we do yoga? It's not about a beautiful body or a flexible body or a pretzel body, whatever those ideas or preconceptions we have in yoga. You know, yogis is standing on one toe and the rest of the body is floating in the air. You know, those are other things that might not have anything to do actually with the practice of yoga. The really essence of yoga in its root word means to connect. And so if we're not connecting deeply, if we're not really making this, and I can speak from my own experience, as I've said before, right? I've said many times, this yoga center, this yoga practice, I've done it since I was 18 years of age, and I know for very likely 99.9% chances of it, if I had not had this practice, I probably will not be here today. Or I would not have the ability that I have to be present today. So life has a way of showing us and leading us into things that are helpful to us. And it's not for everybody. It's not panacea. It's like not the elixir of life or anything like that. But it's actually a great way to start doing our work, to start really looking deeply inside. So all the obstacles, right, that come to our life become so difficult and so challenging in so many ways. And the more we keep on walking, the more difficult they will become because we are stronger, right? And one step that we take farther ahead is the stronger they will become to take that step. And so things are becoming more and more challenging. So, and miracles happen not because situations all of a sudden just clear up and disappear, but it's because I am able to change the perception about that experience. So an illness in my body, something may have happened in my body that just will be whatever result. And I can speculate and be angry or be saddened and go through the whole grieving process of But at the very end, I can only learn from that. So why did I injure my knee? What is the point of that? Why did I get that chronic disease or this tumor or this or whatever faulty body? So what is the lesson behind that? What is it that I can squeeze out of that thing? How do I connect to the experiences and I change my perception about them? So when we talk about modifications in a yoga practice, when we start looking and moving the body, it's through the body that we start connecting our brain to what it feels like, to adapt, to modify, to find this is too light for me. I need to add a little bit of intensity to activate this other part of my body. This is too difficult for me. I need to slow it down, come out, rest or sit out completely this position and come maybe in the next movement. And I keep the one thing that is constant through my entire practice is the intention. And the intention is manifested through my breathing. And my breathing in the yoga practice comes by allowing myself to first surrender the breath out, to let go. We'll know if the next breath is coming in, not to be fatalistic or anything, but to allow ourselves to be appreciative as I inhale, to take the next breath. And so what happens when my body breathes? All the magical things that happen in our body. Fascinating to observe how the body, as it exhales, it just regulates so many things and lets go of all the other pressures and emotions and ideas and memories we had. And then the inhalation happens one more time as I breathe in through my nose. I observe my body just engage into that wonder of expansion, of really giving truly life to my body, and then I exhale. And I'm not rushing my exhalation. I'm not pushing my breath out. I'm softly letting my body go of that exhalation. And I pause for a gentle second to really observe the wonder of that breath, the intention of that inhalation, the breath that comes into my body and fills it up completely. From the tailbone to the crown, the head, to expand and open the body. And then I hold my breath, my lungs are full, and I feel my thoracic cavity really expanded. Then I let go of my exhalation. And I surrender. Anything, what is it that is in my mind right now? There is trepidation, there is curiosity, there is all this heaviness from work or the list of things I need to do. And then I take an inhalation and expand and breathe. And observe the intention. Do not lose the wonder of the moment to expand on that, the perfection of this one precious breath. And then the exhalation happens when it happens. And we exhale to slowly soften, to really release and empty and soften the jaw and the facial expression and the neck and the spine. And maybe my hands slowly come forward with the arms extending in front of your body as I breathe in and I raise my body. So what happens when I raise my body? What happens to my energy? Can I pay attention? And it's not through my eyes, it's not through my ears, it's those internal things that I look around as I exhale and I open my arms wide and I breathe in through my shoulder blades, through my chest. And one more time, I take my hands and arms and maybe the back of the hands touch. And I raise maybe through my fingers and I feel the underarms, the rib cage, the entire lymphatic system really opening. And I really open through your clavicles and then I exhale as my hands open wide and around. I can feel the broadness of my chest and spine and neck and my jaw is never tight all the time. Back of the hands touch as I inhale and raise them towards the sky, never forcing, and then opening slowly the width of my shoulders to activate the lungs. It's not just simple movement of muscles that happens too, but it's about moving the back and moving the energy that we carry on our shoulders. Sometimes is the weight of the responsibility of whatever we think we're responsible for, and allow my body to exhale, to breathe out in my last long deep breath. Can I really concentrate? Inhaling and extending the body tall, long towards the sky. And let the rhythm of my own breathing, again, to exhale, to breathe out widely and exhale, and then slowly feel my body. As my body is now oxygenating, and I continue the rhythm of my breath. Without moving my arms, I simply inhale, and then observe that breath into my body, and I hold it as long as I need to hold it, and I extend it not because of the instructor or the person or what I think I should do, is because exactly my body lets go and supports that breath out. And then I continue my breath. And the moment I have stopped breathing in this, again, conscious way through my yoga practice, I have stopped doing yoga. And one more time, can I feel and observe my neck and my shoulders and all the tension that may have carried into my body. And I drop my chin towards my chest to extend, to lengthen the back of your neck, and my chin rolls over the right clavicle as I inhale, as I look over my right shoulder. Not because I'm muscling my head, I'm simply guiding my head and exhale it gently in this position. Can I feel, what does it feel like to have the neck long extended on the left sternocleidomastoideo muscle, right? The muscle that connects the clavicle with the sternum with the masseter or the chewing area of the jaw. One more time, breathing in. And then exhale and let your jaw drawn towards your chest as your body breathes out. Again, your rate, your own pace, and then slowly roll towards the left clavicle, looking over the left shoulder. And so what does it feel like? Are my shoulders and back muscles changing positions? Can I simply exhale and let the weight of my head extend? And like, what does it feel like to extend again from the jaw to your sternum, to your center of the chest, to your clavicle, to your collarbone, and exhale kindly one more time. Feel the inertia as your body expands. Are you twisting your torso? Are you maintaining simply the isolation of the head when your body gently inhales, soften, and exhale back to the center, and roll your head very gently back to center. What does it feel in your back? May my hands come slowly towards the chair in front of me, and I can feel my fingers touching on the seat of the chair. For my jaw to slowly be parallel towards the ground, and I maybe bring my legs around. Sometimes that's easier to bring the legs around and come slowly on my knees, or I can roll over my shins and roll gently into the chair in front of me. And I feel my body exhaling, and I walk my knees and hips away from the chair enough that I am arm length, and I know that because I now can press the hips back and extend the underarm area, the chest area, the abdomen, and my toes can stay on the ground or can flex under the ankles, and I feel my head dropping slowly in between my shoulders without tilting the chair, simply allowing the jaw to be drawn in and underarm extending, and feeling your chest muscles open. And your back hugs towards the spine, and your neck lengthens, and your glute muscles press back. One more time, can you feel that the abdomen is not just pouching towards the ground, it's actually retracting every time that you exhale into the lower back. One more time, breathe as if your body really extends your hips away from those wrists on the chair, and then slowly inhaling. As you breathe in, you come back. Again, you're pacing, nobody else's. Breath in, exhale, walk your knees very gently towards the chair, or the chair towards the body, whichever is most comfortable for you. And let your hips be very close to the chair, exhaling, allowing, find that your hips move into the chair as if your hip bones or your pelvic floor, as if your upper thighs are touching the chair, and your glute muscles support, and your hands walk maybe towards the backrest, without forcing, without pushing, adjusting at all points. Again, those are the micro adjustments I was talking about, right? This doesn't feel just quite right, but move, not get stuck. We don't have to be stuck in a position in our lives. Move your body, adjust it. Let your hands and elbows, it doesn't matter how young or not so young or experienced we are in our lives, the moment is the same. The movement is, this is just so fractional, right? This lifespan that we have is so temporary and quick. Can you observe your physical body in the spiritual age, in the spiritual chronological age, which is immense and incredible and ever existing? And you find that your energy is one that drives the movement. Your chest lengthens up towards the sky, and your chin looks up towards the ceiling, and maybe your head slowly rolls behind your shoulders, and your throat extends. Your tongue comes towards the roof of your mouth, and your eyes are softly closed, and your body lengthens instead of crunching the neck. And again, it's not about pushing or compressing to the spine, it's about lengthening. Your chair is a prop. You can press on the seat, you can press on the backrest, you can press on any part of the chair to lengthen your body so you can feel the extension that your breastbone, your sternum is separating from your pubic bone and create those long abdominal muscles
in the front of your abdomen. Force one more time, squeezing your glutes, breathing in. And exhale, letting your body just move deeply. Feel it as you extend, and then carry slowly up your body. Less is always more in you. And let the palms of the hands slowly touch the seat of the chair. One more time, if they're not there already. Flexing slowly your toes, raising your knees, and pressing your leg, your hips back all the way through. I'm going to qualify those. Allow your jaw to be drawn in. Feel your toes are parallel to each other. Your heels are firm to the ground, and your toes are light, and your knees are never locked. It doesn't mean that your legs have to be overextended and you have to look like anybody else. Feel your body. What does it feel like when you move your legs behind and you can feel your glute muscles pressing back behind the line of your heels, and your head drops in between your shoulders, and you feel your body again opening one more time. The exhalation. Inhale, extend. Feel your lungs open into your shoulders, your fingers, your hands are also important that you're connecting to every inch of your body as you exhale. Your spine and your torso move. Gently inhale, pressing your legs. Allow how the legs intervene or help into the extension of your body as you breathe in your last exhalation. Empty all the way through, and then kindly soften your knees and walk your right foot to the outside of the right side of the chair. So right foot moves forward next to the leg on the right side of your yoga mat. And let your left knee slowly come towards the ground. You can feel your body slowly settling, and your right knee is never passing, as you already know, the line of your toes, because that overextends the meniscus and suffers the knee joint. The left leg stays on the ground for your left knee, for your left shin. I soften my left heel because that helps my shin to come closer to the ground. And when my body's ready, I can allow my left hand to stay on the ground and my right hand to come towards the backrest of the chair. My right hand to come shoulder height. My right hand to come forehead height. My right hand to come up above the shoulder and head area. And then slowly up towards the sky, and I can feel my body again with the left hand giving me stability. I'm not pushing on my left knee. I am softening the right knee and squeezing through my glutes and looking up towards the sky. And what does it feel to open, to stretch? And I lean into that right glute, activating the muscles support that thigh, inserting into the hip. Can I feel my tummy? Can I connect to the ball of my big toe, the right foot? Can I connect it to the toe and the root of the toe and the pinky foot? When your body's ready, can you find the exhalation? Breathe kindly all the way through, and then slowly come back. Inhale, press into the right leg. And let your right hand slowly come gently towards the ground, and bring your elbows and forearms slowly towards the floor, or towards the seat of the chair, I should say. And your right leg comes behind you. Your toes extend behind, and your left knee adjusts right in the perfect position under your hips. You're on the forearms, not the elbows, not solely the wrists. Less is always more. If this is far enough, stay right here. If your body's ready, raise your right leg and slowly point your toes, flex your toes, push the heel, whichever is most comfortable for your body. And your abdomen retracts and your spine lengthens forward through the crown, while your right leg lifts as high or as low off the ground as your body allows it. And is your tummy, are you rolling through your shoulders? And where is your attention? There's something known in yoga practice as your drishti, right? Your point or your mind's eye. So where's your drishti? Where's your point of attention right now? What are you looking at this point with your mind? Where is that you're focusing your energy? Last two breaths. Observe your abdomen one more time, breathing in. When your body exhales, squeeze that glute area. Feel that your right leg travels behind, and flex your right knee and place it right outside the chair as we did before. Settle it gently, not drag it, not drag it. Allow your body to shift into the right foot, so you're on the heel, not the toes, and your right arm moves forward and up towards the sky. And how do you adjust? How much is too much? How much is too little? What is the right temperature for your body right now? Can you feel your body expanding? And exhale. You're just warming up your body. You're just making it move. Let your last long exhalation emptying all the way through, and then slowly press to the right leg, and then coming gently back up. And let your elbows and forearms softly as you exhale to surrender to the chair. Your right leg slowly comes back behind, toes on the floor or off the ground, and squeeze through the glute, abdomen, chest, neck area lengthens, crown that extends away from the toes. Do not look up. We tend to look up And then just crunching the neck area. So you want to lengthen one last time. And you feel your body actively raising that right leg, and then bend your right knee, place it right next to your left one on the ground. Exhale. Move your left foot forward next to the opposite side of the chair. Heel of your foot, not the toes. The knee is not wide. The moment you lift your toes on one side or the other, you're misaligning, right? We're talking about lines of energy or alignment of the body. Your hands come slowly under the chest and into the seat of the chair. Your hips slowly move into it. You adjust, modify how deep you need to go, how spread your shin or your tibia is on the ground on the right leg. And you press through your right hand this time and lift through your left. Maybe in front of your body, maybe the shoulders can go any farther than that, maybe it's 30, 60, all the way to 90 degrees, maybe it's a little bit more than 90 degrees in a very extended position. And you find your glutes, and it's not a good breath. So find your body breathing in and smoothly breathing out. Very nice. Engage, squeeze the glute area on the right, and let your jaw, your tongue, and your head slowly move to open the body. The idea is to feel your body moves, that your skin, your dermis moves, that your body is juicing those things that your body needs to maintain healthy, that your breath and oxygenation really enter deep into your body. Where is your drishti? Can you find your last long position that really enters? That you can really feel the exhalation of this pose and the benefit of the pose and raise your body. So let your hands slowly come under the chest, onto the chair, bringing your left leg behind, flexing the toes, elbows and forearms slowly soften to the chair, jaw draws in, crown extends, heel presses out, squeezing the glutes and raising the left leg if that's available on this side. Sometimes the left side is not available, different from the right, and you find your abdomen. Not arching the spine, it's not lifting the glutes in such a way that compresses the lumbar area. You want to raise the belly. So imagine that somebody touches you from under your belly and your lower back stretches. Instead of being arched in a concave way, you want to extend it and lengthen it. One inhalation at a time. Really feeling the muscles. Is the position of your foot. Are you twisting through your toes? Are you extending, flexing the toes, or flexing the entire foot? What is your breath telling you? Are you exhaling too hard? Is it labor breathing? Or are you just engaging your body? Where is the level of your energy today? When your last long deep breath in, exhale, bending that left knee and place your left foot next to the chair and exhale, settle your heels, and then slowly raise your elbows. So the palm of the right hand in particular is on the seat of the chair, and you exhale your hips forward, so your left arm comes from the front, back, rest of the chair, shoulder, neck height, head height, above the hip, behind, longer than 180, breathing 80. Exhale slowly, whichever is the position for your body. Can you find your tummy? Can you find your glutes? Can you squeeze your muscles? Are you observing the extension of your body? Are you really finding range of movement as the body exhales all the way through? Slowly come very gently up, inhaling, pressing to that left leg. And then exhale, bending the elbows, palms and hands to the ground, elbows into the seat of the chair, and left leg comes one last time behind you, I think, right? Inhale, stretching your knee. So your knee is not flexed. Try to maintain as length as possible. So you're racing through your thigh bone, you're squeezing your glute muscles, your tummy's tight, you're not rotating hips, you're not rotating, lifting the hip to the side, you're maintaining your hips parallel to the ground, you're simply raising through your thigh bone. And you find your head and back and shoulders, widen your back. Open those abdominal muscles, especially your psoas muscles, that muscle that connects your lower back to your inner thigh. Last long deep breath in, slowly inhale. And then exhale, bending that left knee, slowly touching the ground, flexing your toes, bringing your hands where your elbows are on the seat of the chair. Slowly, never rushing, it's nobody else's pace except yours. Pressing with your hands evenly and steady, and raise your knees, raise your body on hands of the chair, feet on the floor, and your hips stretch back, and you reach forward through the crown. Flattening your back, stretch through your glutes. Never lock your knees. Your knees are as softened, your feet as close as they easily can reach towards each other, with your big toe closer than the heels. Look at your toes, look at your shins, look at your kneecaps. Are they rotated? Do they look different on the right versus the left? What happens if you find to align those? If you want to find the muscles that connect those muscles, Can you feel your tummy? Can you feel your vertebrae column when your body's ready? One more time, breathe into this position. Can you feel the body is flexing, that you're really flexing through your hip flexors and pressing into your glute muscles so your spine is able to move, and then slowly come very gently back on hands and knees. On hands and feet. So leaning forward, your feet walk slowly forward until your body, your torso is as parallel towards the ground as it's going to get, and your feet are under your hips, and your body exhales. And very, very gently raise your right leg behind you, and then rotate. This time, the hip on the right foot, on the right leg raises up, and your left hand settles into the seat of the chair. Your left elbow may maybe bend to find itself rested on the seat of the chair if that's comfortable, or we hold into the armrest, whatever these are called, or the sides of the backrest, or maybe all the way to the backrest, whichever is comfortable with your right hand on the chair, your right hand on the side of the chair, or the backrest of the chair, your right hand on the hip, your right hand towards the sky, and find your balance. And you raise slowly through your right leg, and you feel your oblique muscles engage. And you raise your right hip a little bit taller, perpendicular towards the ceiling, and let your body exhale. Inner thigh support, beautiful. Inhale. Again, all about the balance, right? Can you find your body balancing? You're looking towards the ground, you're looking towards the front of your body, very nice. Breath in slowly, inhale, raise slowly. Your inner thigh, especially your left leg, inner thigh. Find your body, exhale. Inhale, stretch your toes, where your body ends a long extension, long breath in, and then release slowly towards the ground. Beautiful. Feel your body releasing the hand and leg next to your left. One breath in. Exhale, raise your heels, dip your chin around your spine, as if you're just exaggerating the separation of your scapular area. Find that those shoulder blades are really separating, and your back muscles, especially in the upper thorax, are really spreading, and your tummy is tucking in, and you feel the center of your spine, while your jaw is drawn in gently towards your throat, not forcing, not muscling your body. One more time. Imagine I'm going to touch you, the back of your spine, and you're racing against it, as in that finger is touching every one of your vertebrae, and you feel the apex of every vertebrae, right? That little piece of bone that comes on those vertebrae up towards the sky. When your body's ready, take long extension. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. And then exhale and release your feet, your heels round, soften. One more time, exhale. This time, you're going to allow your body to be settled, not to push the hands. Soften your elbows, soften your hands. So there's blood, there's flow, there's softness into the movement. Your hands may grasp the sides of the seat of the chair, rest on top of the seat of the chair, whichever is most comfortable. And you're going to slowly look at your toes, look at your feet, and roll slowly the tip of the toes and the soles of your feet as high off the ground as possible. So you're not flexing your knees or flexing them as little as necessary. And your chest and chin are going to slowly move out and forward towards the sky. And you raise your tailbone and you feel your abdomen flattening, and you find that your torso or your ribs are separating from the waist. So what are the muscles that shift your rib cage away from the lower back? And your toes are tall, not because your big toe is higher than the big pinky toe. Can you modulate that? Feel your body exhaling, tummy muscles, as you know, contract. As you're inhaling, you open your shoulders. You're not tensing, not forcing. One more time, breathe. Facial expression. What is your facial expression really expressing? One last long deep breath in, and then let your body exhale and release the soles of your feet into the ground. Exhale, soften, release any tension. You find your body steady on the right leg, and your left leg slowly steps back. Your right hand slowly softens through your right elbow form, and your left leg maybe comes a little bit higher. And you find your balance because the chair is helping you, right? Your right forearm, your right elbow, your right hand on the seat of the chair, and the side of the chair, on the edge of the chair, whichever one, and your left hand is holding the seat of the chair, the side of the backrest on top, maybe towards the hip, maybe towards the leg, maybe towards the sky. Again, not because you raise your arm higher is a better position for you. So find your body, exhale, and can you find your balance? Deep breath. Can you rotate your hips? Beautiful. Inhale. As if I were to hold you right here from the inner thigh, and let your body exhale. Very nice. Can you strengthen that leg? Beautiful. Strengthen it doesn't mean locking it. One more time, roll and squeeze. Excellent. Beautiful. Strong. When and if your body's ready. Allow your extension to come slowly to your hips and glutes. Open, support. Deep, deep, deep. Very nice. Squeeze through your big muscles. Do not lose your balance. Breath in. I'm right here. You're Let your last one breath, and you slowly engage. Quick, quick, quick. Hold. Exhale all the way through. Last one breath. The same inhale. And now, there you go. Now you can exhale slowly down. Release. Very gentle. Beautiful. Breath in. Raise your elbows, palms, hands under the shoulders, feet on the ground. One more time. Allow your body to exhale and then walk your feet to the right. The right foot towards the right side of the chair, the left foot towards the left side of the chair, and your body is going to open the toes wider than the yoga mat, while the heels remain closer towards the yoga mat, and your hands are going to slowly bend the elbows and walk into the deep of the seat of the chair. So you're squatting, and make sure that your knee is not coming inside the body, it's not coming outside the body, lifting the toes either direction, or coming in front of the tip of the toes. So you're sitting back into your seat of the pants. And as I always ask and beg, tear those pants up. Breath in slowly. Find your belly, find your spine. Inhale, not through the tip of the toes, not through the edges of the foot, through the heel of your foot. And then exhale. Feel your hips, right? The idea is to feel those hip muscles when your body's ready. Exhale all the way through. One, fine, full exhalation, all the way out, and then raise. Hands directly to the seat of the chair and raise your body. Round, 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 stretch your legs. Round the spine up into cat position, jaw draws in. Exhale, one more time. Really separate your shoulder blades. And then flex with your tummy. Again, it's an excellent exercise for the abdominal cavity that might not feel like an abdominal exercise. When your last exhalation, breathe out. Flex your belly in. Inhale, soften the knees. And then drop the hips, elbows, hands, and forearms, and open. Find stability on the soles of your feet and the heels of your feet. Your toes are light. Breathe in. This time, exhale. Maintain your torso light and soften, not your neck. You're not looking up. You're maintaining the elongation of your vertebrae column. Again, one more time. Press into those glutes. Exhale to the seat of your hands. When your body is ready, not through your knees, not through your ankles, brace. One more time, stretch your legs as you inhale, palm of hands into the chair. Cat pose, exhale, slowly jaw goes in. One inhalation, feel the movement of the spine. And then you're allowing your vertebral from the very tailbone to stretch and lengthen. One more time, inhale, inner thighs activate. Exhale all the way through your tummy. Last long deep breath. Is your breathing labored? Is your breathing smooth? Are you observing the alignment of the cardiac rhythm, the beating of your heart in your last breath in? Allow your body. Less is always more in yoga. To exhale and bend the elbows, squat lightly. One more time. Feel your glutes. Sit back into the hip area. Soften your neck. Breath in when your body's ready. Allow your hips to slowly bend the left knee even deeper, raise the left heel if possible, and stretch your body away from the right leg. It doesn't matter how far, allow your body to stretch lightly, putting weight into that left foot. Is your knee allowing that? How far does your body need to go in this position? Allow your chair to hold you and help you maintain the position. Doesn't matter how far, doesn't matter how low, less is always more. Find your body to exhale. Feel your inner thighs, flexing your toes if you need to stretch your calves, inner thighs when your body's ready to exhale. Use the legs and the arms to carry your body slowly. Center. Exhale, raise the center of your back, breathe in. Allow your jaw to be drawn one more time. Feel your body inhaling. Exhale, one, breathe in out of the gut area. Shoulder blades separated. Inhale, last time in. And then bending the knees, forearms into the seat of the chair, palm hands into the seat of the chair, and then allow your body to now shift into the right foot. So how far? Is this as far as your body needs to go? Do you need to raise the heel maybe on the right foot and come as deeply as your hamstrings and calf touching the ground? Completely relevant, right? It's not how far you go, it's about the feeling around your hips. Can you find your knee? Can you find your toes? Can you support? Again, exhale. Are your toes flexed or your toes extended? What is most convenient about your inner thigh? Can your knees supported? Can you find your body all the way into your own best position? When and if your body breathes, again, the moment you stop breathing, the moment you stop engaging into the rhythm of your body as your body exhales all the way through, with your hands and your right leg, press slowly back into center. Exhale, beautiful. Raise the center of your spine and tuck in the chin. Raise in the center of the shoulder blades, or the space in between the shoulder blades, I should say. And one more time, flex your belly. One more time, really round. Again, it's not a hard movement, it's a soft movement. It's the body moving and just creating the juices to flow through, to be not stuck. And when your body exhales, release slowly your elbows, your forehead. One more time, allowing the heels to be closer towards you. You're going to have your toes to be wider and squat. Squat lightly into the position. Your hands stay in this position. Maybe your hands come wider on the seat of the chair or the backrest of the chair. Maybe your hands come on top of the backrest of the chair and your body sits back. Your torso becomes taller and you adjust. You move your toes and you move your heels, is not the knees, and you squeeze through your glutes, press into the seats of your pants. Really engage those sitting muscles. Find that your belly has enough rhythm to engage your torso to be taller. Breath in, raise your breast one area. Very nice. Allow your body to exhale. Beautiful. Can you feel those muscles that are holding, not muscles that you're overextending, right? The muscles that are holding the position. And that's where you need to focus your strength when your last long breath empties all the way through. Kindly raise your spine, stretch gently your legs, allow your toes to walk in, your heels to walk in, your toes to slowly walk in. Remember, you're just warming up. We have not even started yet. Exhale slowly through the palms of the hands to your chest. Allow your body to stay just even. Breath in. Exhale, exhale all the way through. I'm sure Wendy is really glad she came to this class today. Find your body, exhale. When your body's ready, let your right leg move back as if the tip of the right toes reach for the back of your yoga mat. Make sure that your right hand counterweighs that. So you're having your left foot wide enough to the left and your right foot, or your right hand, I should say, wide enough to the right, that you feel balanced. You're not gonna fall. And let your right leg one more time brace. This time your left hand stays in the chair, comes to the backrest of the chair, comes to the side of the backrest of the chair, and your right knee bends. And that's far enough. Raising your inner thighs, raising your knee, that's perfect. That's as far as you're gonna go. For some of us, the left hand reaches and touches that right foot. And your body exhales, and you find the heel coming in towards the groin and your inner thigh reaching towards the sky, and your body stays focused into your balance on the seat of the chair. And you raise your knee and you raise your inner thigh a little bit taller, not because that's better, not because that's where you have to go. Do not overdo it. Find your balance, use your right hand last 6 times. Raise your chest. Very good. Lengthen, not the chin, just the crown of the head. Beautiful. When your body's ready, let your last 2 breaths. Observe that your inner thigh, that your hip is really supported. Final inhalation, strong position through your thighs and quads, and your body exhales. Release. Find how that balancing position softens. Breath in. Allow the balls of your feet. That means the balls as the toes insert into the soles of your feet. There's a padding in there. Stay on those. Raise your heels a little bit and bend your knees a little bit until your body comes closer with your abdomen towards your thighs. That's softening the head, rolling the torso forward. For some of us, that's perfect. That's exactly where it needs to be, that your thighs and knees are exactly parallel, pointing towards the chair. For a few of us, the hips drop towards the heels. If our knees allow it and the joints allow it, it doesn't matter. It's not better, it's not worse. It's just the way that your body moves today. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in the next session. Find your own ability to compress your tummy, to really activate, to round the spine. One more time, can you feel that your heels are tallest and your knees are tighter towards each other and your abdomen closer towards the thighs, so you're really flexing your torso over the body and your head just dangles in your last long exhalation. Empty all the way through with your hands and arms and shoulders. Allow your body stability to exhale your heels very gently and feel your way up. Slow motion, never rushing, never pushing through. Observe what happens when you come up. Exhale, very nice, beautiful. So what are the things that you're telling your body? Oh my gosh, this planking all chassis is about. Give up or great job. I'm glad that you are working this much today. Listen to my body. I'm really glad to have you as a vessel. Can I allow my right foot to stay steady and my left leg to slowly move back? And I can feel that my right leg is wide enough, my left hand is wide enough to the left that I can feel my body balance. And my right hand stays in the seat of the chair or finding its way up towards the backrest of the chair. For a few of us, the left knee can actually bend and the right hand comes towards the foot. And I feel my heel coming towards the groin or towards the glute. And so my inner thigh raises towards the sky and I find my balance. And I find my chest and the crown of the head extending away from your tailbone and the glute muscles and the inner thigh raises. Breath in. Again, squeeze your heel into the glute and raise to your inner thigh. It doesn't matter how high, it's not a competition, it's not demonstrating to your body who's boss or any of that. Let your last breaths. Not everybody can be like Betsy. Find your body, inhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale all the way through. In your last long deep breath. Exhale, and then release your left foot. Soften your right hand and settle. Very nice. Inhale kindly. Allow kindly for your right foot to not drag, but place on the seat of the chair on the right side. And let your body exhale. Find your hands walking towards the backrest, towards the top of the backrest. Find that your sole of the right foot is steady. You're not forcing anything. When your body is ready, you're going to allow slowly for your right hand to come into the inside of that right leg towards the seat of the chair. So how far is that? How much is that possible? Do I need to adjust, modify, shift a little bit so I can feel more stable? So I'm not going to fall. I'm going to be very mindful of my balance. I'm not going to only but use the chair for as a prop, as a support, not as the one doing the exercise. Can I drop my right shoulder a little bit lower, maybe towards the inner thigh, towards the space between my hamstring and my calf? Can I bring my elbow in between the right calf and right hamstring? Maybe my right hand comes slowly all the way outside, as if I were pointing my fingers to the portions on the right side of the body. And my head is not lifted, so my arm can maybe stick itself right in between or under that right leg without moving my knee wider. Maybe when the body's ready and the body's as far as we're gonna go, and maybe that's as far as the body needs to go today for very, very few of us, because we're not going to lose balance, because we're going to be perfectly connected. Maybe the hands slowly bend the right elbow, bend the left elbow towards the lower back and hips, and their hands and fists bind behind the hip area. Again, not for all of us, not today. Let your body exhale, beautiful. Allow your body to inhale, excellent. Find your exhalation to breathe and support when your last breath. So how do I find balance? How do I define balance in this position? Right? I'm not doing equilibrium, but these are minor muscles that really support the connection of my body into standing up position. When the body is ready, exhale, exhale, and then slowly soften your hands. And then very gently undo wherever you are. Place your hands on the seat of the chair. So the right leg slowly comes all the way back off the ground behind you. And you raise it. And your left hand stays on the seat of the chair. Your left foot steady in that position. Maybe your right hand comes towards the backrest. Maybe your right hand comes towards the hip. Maybe your right hand comes towards the sky. And you raise it and you feel your body looking towards the ground, towards the chest, or towards your right thumb if you have very strong breath in. What does it feel like to challenge? Straighten the left elbow. Support. Last 2 times. Can you really observe? It doesn't matter how far, it doesn't matter how deep. Do you really believe that in your body today? Find your last long, deep breath. And when your body's ready, exhale and release your right hand, your right foot, settle and stabilize your position. Very nice. Breathe and exhale. So what does it feel like to stay in this pose? Can I allow my body to Settle gently onto the heels, as if the heels are pressing deeper towards the ear mat, and my toes roll. And I draw my torso as if I were just to touch my crown, the head towards the tip of the toes. Impossible, like my Guru says. Allow your body to just flex, but just the idea is to feel your body slowly stretching. One more time, then I find my body exhaling, and then roll forward. Your soles of your feet to the ground, and then raise the elbows or straighten the elbows and raise your heels. And see if your body slowly stretches. Jaw goes in, raise the cat. Your spine, move your shoulders, right? We sometimes are solid through our shoulders. Our shoulders not move because we carry so much pressure in the neck. And I find my belly, my torso, and I feel, like, what does it feel like to just let all the old ideas of who I am or what I am to surrender in this breath out and inhale. Release and finding again that stable place. Beautiful. Breath, hugely important. How is my heart rate? How is my breathing rhythm? How is my energy? Can I find myself strong through my right leg wide enough? And my left leg then is going to be carried, not swung on top of the chair, but carried onto the seat of the chair and placed lightly onto the seat of the chair. And this is as far as my body is going to go. Perfect. There's so many things to pay attention here. That means that my left knee tends to go wider because my belly is so big that then there's no room for my leg to be there. Or maybe my thigh and knee and abdomen are connected and I can press into the left side of my torso and I feel my body just building forward and down against that left thigh. And so the spine has a place to now rest and I can open those back muscles of my spine. And maybe that's my body's asking for a little bit more. And I know that my feet are wide enough. I find my balance. I find the perfect position with my right hand on the chair. My left hand comes inside that left leg and maybe the left hand just touches all the way towards the inner side of my foot. Do I need to adjust anything? What does it feel better? Are my feet hip distance from each other? Or are they too tight? If they're too narrow, the feet are one in front of the other, the center of balance is a lot more challenging. So fine, there's no need. Find the left elbow, maybe bending a little bit so the left shoulder or shoulder blade slowly comes towards the inner thigh, towards the knee, towards the ends of that left leg, even deeper. And you stay and see what it feels like. And your head is not tense. Again, we tend to grasp through the back of your neck. Hold and protect the body by flexing the cervical spine. Can you let go? Can you surrender? Can you allow your body to stay stable to your feet? Maybe the left hand is able to slowly travel in between calf and hamstring. This is far as you can go, towards the outside of that left ankle or foot, or maybe all the way outside the shoulder. Gently parallel towards the ground. And the palms and hands are facing the ground towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter. And maybe for a few of us, just for kicks, maybe the right hand comes over the lower back and the left hand comes just outside the left glute and over the flank side of the left side of my body and stay flexing. And I can feel my hips moving. I can feel my back stretching and find a different level of movement. Not better, not worse. Exactly where you are is perfect for your body. Can you feel it? Can you believe that? Can you let your body 2 more times to inhale, to really open it, to exhale, to broaden your shoulders, move your clavicules in the last 1 deep breath in. Not because you're pushing your jaw and your facial expression. Relax and then slowly and with your hands. Feel that your hands come slowly towards the chair. That your body exhales, that you feel your right foot steady, giving you enough stability in comparison to your right hand. So I even walk my right foot closer towards the center of the chair or even towards the left of the chair if I need to have more stability. So my left foot easily undoes the chair. Now I'm not swinging it and carrying it behind and I raise it towards the sky. And this is as far as my body is going to go. Perfect, stay right here. Maybe my left hand starts climbing to the side of the back rest, towards the top of the backrest, and I check, is the balance on this side perfect? Is my knee on the right side and my toes to the right side aligned? Is the arch of my right foot aligned? Can I feel my left hip coming taller? Is my left hand on the chair or away from the chair to the hip, above the shoulder? Is my right elbow extended? Is my head looking towards the chest, towards the ground? towards the left thumb. And how do I find balance? Breath in. Do I need to challenge myself today? Or today is not the day to be challenged? Can I observe my glutes? Are you breathing? Excellent. Find your inner thigh. Strong heel, arch of your foot. If I were to tickle the arch of that right foot, can you strengthen into it? Last long position. When your body, and if your body is ready, extend and open, and you breathe broadly. Move the body towards the ground. Let your hands slowly touch the chair, the seat, and the feet slowly touch gently the ground. And you open slowly your legs wider than the Euromat, and you walk them towards the seat of the chair. And your hands are going to come towards the back seat of the chair, what I call the Moulin Rouge asana. Find your feet slowly settle, your inner thighs wide enough so it doesn't hurt your legs, and your toes and thighs and knees aligned, right? We tend to overextend or underextend the feet, and that affects only our joints. So make sure they're perfectly positioned, and my body stays tall. And so by using the chair as a prop, I'm sitting through my sitting bones, and I'm raising my rib cage. My shoulder blades move towards each other while my chest and shoulders slowly draw away from the ears and away from the heart center, and the tummy supports, and my hands stay steady, and my head slowly raises towards the sky, and I can feel how my abdomen is being pulled by my chin that is lifted towards the sky. And maybe it's not a flexion of the neck, it's an extension of the throat. And maybe the eyes roll over my eyebrows. Maybe my throat keeps extending, my chin keeps moving up towards the sky, towards the space behind me, not because I'm crunching my back, it's I'm extending the front of my body. And I find my tongue reaching towards the roof of my mouth, and I observe my breathing. Am I sitting back? Am I losing balance in the chair, or am I still on my sitting bones? Can I still feel my feet that ground me? Can I still feel my rib cage and torso, that midsection of my body? My abdominal cavity strong and supportive. Let your last two breaths. Feel, what did it feel to be just abandoning again into this, not having to control so much, to let that freedom of movement, that less is more that you feel in that moving deeply in your last long deep breath in. Exhale all the way through, coming back with your head and torso slowly towards the sky, with your hands still on the seat of the chair. We're going to lean against the seat of the chair with my chest, with my ribs, and my head slowly dangles forward over the edge of the chair, and I allow my body to raise slowly the center of my neck. My neck drops towards the ground. My abdomen tucks, and I feel length. And I move just by the simple range of movement of your head. You feel your entire cervical spine open, that you're massaging those intervertebral discs. You're making it possible for those nerve bundles that come in between your vertebrae to just oxygenate and move and expand and communicate that they are actually connecting to your body. When and if your body is ready, and I allow my body to exhale. So what does it feel like to really move, to really feel that every crest of my vertebrae, every apex of that bone of my vertebrae, that is just actuating extension, expansion, and opens and ease of pressure in your last long deep breath. And I hold on to my hips, glutes and thighs, and inner thighs, and exhale through my head, pressing my hands, and raising slowly, slowly my torso. As many breaths it takes me to come back into the center pose. I feel my body settle, and I observe my spine. I should do this, look with it or not, but maybe I'll just challenge it. For some of us, listen. So find your feet into the ground, let the body stable through your legs, and then allow your core muscles to be strong. Allow your hips to raise and stand gently into this position because of the length and strength of the legs. And you hold your body long, hold, breath in. Bend your knees, so you're using the strength of your core, your glutes, you're grounding, and you're going to lighten. Test first. Raising the legs that are underneath your body, the legs of the chair, so tilting the chair forward in front of you. So you have enough leverage to find the weight of the chair. Use your legs, use your strength, use your core, and let your body again. Your knees never locked. Allow the chair to slightly lift a little bit in front of you, maybe hip height. And you hold it just about hip height with your hands and thumbs. Support the position. The elbows are not wide. The elbows are dropping right next to your rib cage. Your body exhales. One more time. Breathe in. As the crown of it extends towards the sky, and you feel your knees bend and you feel the core. One long deep breath, and you slowly press the heels into your toes. From the heels, radiating the strength of your body on the soles of your feet through your toes. As your body exhales, last time, rotate. Bring the chair around the right thigh, the right leg, very softly, as if you're just looking and resting maybe the chair on your hip or your thigh on the right side, or maybe slightly past the right side towards the right glute, and your body twists slowly to the right. And you breathe. And you exhale. Again, your knees. You're not rotating your knees, especially your left knee. Observe your head and your neck. One more time. Breathe. Exhale. Can you find your core? Again, the closer the chair to the body, the less intense. The opposite is true as well. When your body exhales all the way through, come back. Inhale. Roll your chair back into center. Hold it. Breathe in. Exhale, exhale. Raise the chair just a tiny bit so you flex your biceps. And then carry it out towards the left side of your body. Onto the thigh, onto the hip, outside the glute. It doesn't matter. Rotate not through your knees. Can you find your core? Breath in, jaw, neck, shoulders. Less is more. Abdomen engages. One more time. Breathe. The farther away the chair from the body, the more intense the position. Find the exhalation. Find, again, as you exhale, that you ground, that you feel your feet, your legs, the center of your gravity, your glute muscles, your abdomen. Last time, exhale all the way through, and then gently come back slowly forward as you breathe in front of your hips. Let the chair slowly settle towards the ground. One pair of chairs, then the front of the chair, legs to the ground, and then walk your feet slowly. Allow the chair to tilt one more time so that backrest chair legs lift, and then you can easily rotate towards the seat of or towards the center of your yoga mat. So now the chair is going to come right behind you, and you're still facing forward into your yoga mat. The chair is just behind your calves. I walk my body closer towards the chair so I can feel my calves, I can feel my back of the knees, I can feel my hamstrings very close to the chair. Nobody has moved the chair. I know the chair is there. I'm going to place my hands slowly together, allowing the fingers to interlace, the index to point forward into steeple pose, and the elbows to come towards each other in front of my chest, in front of my shoulders, not higher than my shoulders, and my forearms as close as they can towards each other. My feet open at least hip distance from each other, so I feel that my calves and the back of my knees and hamstrings are on the chair, breathing in my body without separating my elbows, without lifting my chin. I'm going to sit lightly on the chair without really sitting. I'm going to just find myself almost touching the chair. I can feel my hamstrings, I can feel my glutes, my elbows are not separated, my jaw is drawn in, I'm not lifting my chin, the crown extends, breath in. Are my toes and legs slowly touching to the chair, breath. Abdomen, one more time. Exhale slowly. This is again the infamous chair position. When your body exhales, come up. Inhale, raise your arms, raise your elbows, stretch all the way towards the sky. Inhale, inhale all the way up. Bend the elbows and let the index point towards the back of the head, or behind the head or the shoulders, or maybe all the way down. If your elbows flex enough, your index fingers may touch just in between your shoulder blades. It doesn't matter. As long as the elbows are not coming apart from the head and the elbows remain tight towards the sides of your head or your temporal sides, or your ears, and your belly, your back, your underarms, the lymphatic system. Breathe. Make those muscles move one more time. Can you feel what it feels to stand on your own 2 feet? That your body, so that you have the freedom to express and move your body as much as your body allows, or as little as your body allows. And your final and long and deep breath in, the elbows exhale forward, and you can feel the elbows bending, the forearms, the elbows coming just in front of the chest or shoulders, and your hips to slowly almost attempting to sit on that elusive chair behind you. And your jaw goes in. You're not looking up. You're not sitting completely in the chair yet, unless you have to. Breath in, no judgment. Exhale all the way through. Find the elbows. Do not look up. Okay, very nice. Inhale, very good. Allow the forearms, the elbows to slowly connect, and your shoulder is really be strong when your last long exhalation empties. All this will come up. Long extension, gently towards the sky. This is the last time to extend, to raise the arms, hold above the shoulders. Lengthen your index finger. Bend the elbows slowly behind your head, maybe behind the neck, maybe all the way behind your shoulder blades. And the elbows and the underarms raise, and your abdomen squeezes, and your glute muscles support, and your back lengthens away from the lower back area. One last time, breath in. When your body exhales, can you feel your tummy really moving? And raise your arms towards the sky. And let your hands undo. Completely soften your hands and fingers. Allow your knees to bend. Reach slowly towards your thighs, towards your knees. Sit almost to the chair. Feel that your body's just, nobody has moved the chair is still there, I promise. Let your toes, jaw drop in. Amulia has not touched anybody's chair. Allow your body to exhale. Last long deep breath in. And now place yourself, not drop, place yourself into the chair. See what it feels like to now appreciate the value of a chair for what it's meant to be. We used it for anything else, but find your back. Find your hips. Deep, deep breath. Beautiful. Allow your right knee to slowly flex. Carry maybe your thigh, your shin, your ankle, and place your right foot on top of the mid, lower, high thigh. It doesn't matter as long as you're not pushing through the ankle or through the knee, the joints. So that means that your foot is active. As if I were to place my hand outside the sole of my foot, that foot is steady. That aligns both sides of my shin and tibia, and let the knee joint to be held equally on both sides. And that's as far as I'm going to go. Perfect. Stay right here. If my arms are able to slowly come wide and up towards the sky, and I can feel my body sitting very tall. So what does it feel like on my right hip? How do I lift from the hips? Again, we settle, right? Life sometimes makes us settle, and we just become sedentary, and the hips do not move, and the joints are not flexible. We're not squatting, we're not picking the crumbs from the ground, we're not bending to cook the food on the fire, we're not doing all kinds of physical exercise that is natural that for the human body to exercise and do. We're sitting in front of a car, in front of a computer. Can I allow the energy of my body from the left leg to raise up, to hold and hug my torso, to raise through my fingers, to have the freedom and liberty to really be tall. And as my body releases the elbows and the head and the shoulders, lean forward, and maybe just touching the thigh and the knee, or holding the right knee up with my right hand so it doesn't go any farther, and I'll feel my hip tighten. Or maybe my body starts leaning gently forward. I can feel my body coming all the way forward. I can feel my left slowly, the left side of my torso, slowly coming into the left thigh. And maybe my hands come towards the left knee instead, the left shin, the left ankle, the left foot, or all the way towards the ground. And maybe my toe comes slowly and just tickles my left ear, and feel your body inhale. Or my right toe, I should say, to my left ear. And find your body exhaling. And we breathe in and exhale slowly to your spine. So what does it feel like to open those hips, to open those muscles of your back, to open the glute area? And are you letting go, right, of the expectation? How much do we expect ourselves to be perfect, to be liked, to do the right thing all the time, when we are just learning? And for us, we have the opportunity to learn when we are at our 70s. Or some of us learn when we're in our teens. That would be good. Yeah, some of them are exceptions. So find yourself. It doesn't matter what chronological stage of life we might be. It's about the spiritual connection to your life. So where do we let go of all those intense expectations. But my body's ready, and I can feel it. Just I'm investing and investigating to the feeling of folding forward when my body breathes all the way out. My hands come straight towards my shin, my knee, my thigh, and then I raise my torso. And I allow my body to slowly come back. As many breaths it takes me to recover all that strain and release it slowly. I allow my right knee to come really tall. First, right hand lifted very tall off the ground. My hands come behind the glute, behind the hamstring, behind the kneecap. So my right leg slowly softens, and I hold the base of the hamstring or leg or size of the leg to stretch my right leg forward and up. And I point the toes, I flex the toes, I flex the entire foot. And my shoulders are not shrugged, I'm not pushing, I'm not rolled forward. They're rolling back. And I open my chest, and I breathe, and my jaw draws in, and I pay attention. My drishti doesn't mean that my eyes are open. That's simply my mind's eye is placed on the highest point of my body through my leg. And I find the last breaths. Opening, again, root of muscles. Feel your body. Your arms are now sustaining. You really are able to just investigate it. What does it feel to experience that leg active and stretching and lengthening with my last long deep breath? It's only my abdomen will be completely active in this position. Exhale, and then we release toes, knee, and thigh, and I relax my right leg. And I immediately check my body, sitting bones, breathing rhythm, facial expression. Breathe in all the way out from my gut. And my right foot stays steady. My left foot softly and gently is engaged. And for some reason, our bodies, usually, definitely my body, is not even from left to right. So how do I check that I'm finding the perfect balance on both sides? That my left foot is, again, perpendicular to the ground and parallel towards the hand on the right. So I feel that I'm protecting the ankle, the knee, and obviously the hip. And the spine lengthens, and I can feel tall. And maybe that's about to feel the right and left hip really sitting on that chair, and my arms are able to slowly maybe come free and raise towards the sky. And so what's it feel? From your grounding chakra, from the right foot, you slowly extend and open, and find that you're reaching up. You're not just moving the arms. Right? That's not yoga. Yoga is giving an intention. Why is it that we're lifting our arms? What is the energy? What is the devotional aspect of the movement? That means, where do I find that in my heart to be able to move my arms? Does that even make sense in my head, that my physical movement carries my energy and elevates my heart and finds that myself becomes just in moving meditation, in living prayer, in observation of that intent inside my body and heart connecting to my spirit, in a simple extension and expansion of my body's spine chakra's energy. Let the last full breath. And as my body exhales, always mindful, touching my legs, lowering the elbows, maybe this is as far as my body's gonna go, and it's gonna stay right here. Remember, my body tilts a little bit forward, and my head starts softly softening gently. For some of us, this side is a lot easier, and my hands maybe they start transferring with every breath, with every movement. Maybe I go deeper. Maybe not. Maybe I find my boundary, and that's too far, and I know that my body says ouchie, and that's a way of it to tell me I shouldn't go any further than that. Right? Pain is not what we're looking for yoga. If I have not said it in so many different ways, it's about that connection, to understand the boundary and respecting that boundary. Allowing ourselves that we establish a relationship with the body. If we have this relationship with the body, very likely that is the root and the base of how we establish relationships with others. Allow your exhalation to ground your neck, your spine, your back. We close our back many times to protect. We have so much quote unquote responsibility. Without understanding that responsibility is not that we have to have control, but that we have to be able to respond, be able to be flexible, able to adapt, live with every breath in the moment. Many of those things really make sense to my heart. Many of those things really make sense to my body. And I find my last 2 breaths. Inhale and surrender. Every second is a little bit more threat. And my last breath out invites my entire body, neck, spine, every joint just voluntarily release. My hands, as gentle and slow movements, as many breaths it takes, raise and close. And I feel my body slowly becoming upright and erecting my vertebrae column. And I allow my left and right hand to support, in particular, that left knee to be very tall. Once I flex that, and my inner muscles and my abdominal muscles are really holding that leg, then my fingers come towards the root of the leg and then liberating or freeing that left leg off the thigh, and I extend it out. My hands and my hamstring, the back of the leg or the sides of my thigh. My left leg extends a little bit. Abdomen height, just chair level height, or all the way towards the sky. Pointing toes, flexing toes. Do I need to take a break? Again, all those things that we already know about our body. To come undone, return if necessary, elbows tucked in over the chest with drishti. And I focus on my point, my mind's eye. Where am I looking? Meaning, where am I placing my attention? Where is my mind? Letting, again, my senses to be refocused. How can I connect the senses into my drishti, or to my focus? And I allow myself and talk to my mind through my intellect and direct it gently to where exactly we need to place attention. My last long deep breath in. Exhale and let your abdomen, knee, thigh, hips release, and body softens. And the torso keeps moving forward while the feet are placed right under the knees and the hips sink deep into the chair. And your abdomen folds over your thighs, and your head and shoulders roll over your legs. And the closer towards each other the legs, the more intense into your abdomen, into your gut area, into your abdominal organs, including your reproductive system, your digestive system. And can I find my vagus nerve, right? There's that nerve, it's a cranial nerve. It's a long nerve that comes slowly from the side of my head, down my neck, all along the spine to the side of my body, and just radiates to the most important organs in my body and connects to the gut feeling, to the digestive feeling. And can I feel that connection established, that my body tells my brain, and my brain tells my body there's a common path of communication. Physiologically, do we use it? I allow my shoulders to spiral. One more time, to move far away from my back. What does it feel like to experiment a way that is most appropriate for my body? What is a better way that I can fit better and feel my gut, my ribcage, my neck, shoulders, find my inner thighs and my groin area, and the lumbar spine, ease, solid and overprotected. Find my head dangled towards the ground, without having to hold and look out all the time. I don't have to direct that. Ultimate sense of surrendering. As the body breathes last time, all the way out. Even if you got empties at your own pace, not mine. And then allow your hands to walk up slowly towards your knees, towards the chair, towards the thighs, and we raise the torso, and we sit here up. And we allow the hips to slide very gently towards the top of the mat, or or towards the top of the chair, I should say, the seat of the chair without tilting it. Enough so I can actually fold one knee under the chair. So that means that one foot slides under the chair and I place one knee to the ground and I slide it softly. And maybe my hands come slowly forward towards the yoga mat and the opposite leg slowly follows suit next to leg on the ground. And then I walk my knees towards one side of the yoga mat and I roll my body on the hips, on the lower back, very close to the chair. So my legs and calves are going to rest on the seat of the chair. And I place my calves and my feet just in a perfect space where my knees are supported. My hamstrings, my thighs, my lower back, my shoulders, my neck releases. And I reward my body. It takes so much. Nobody takes this for granted. It takes so much effort to unroll the mats, to be able to be present and making an effort to practice, to exercise our ability to reconnect, to really encounter connection to self. First or your last yoga practice, or one of the many. It's the one that you have. Embrace precious moment of breath. Forcing it that your body will guide with natural sense of force. See, observe those four stages. Just paying attention. Touch, conduct your body. Say, deeper. Rest. Round. You soften the eyelids, cheekbones, tongue, throat. Eye, shoulders. Same chest. So things start bubbling. Just let that instead of the first things to intention practice. Just simply all moves to the surface.
Just your balance, body, mind. We're going to breathe into the parts of the body that want to move first. So breathe, movement, what's present. Basically, just awaken. We keep breathing softly and gently. Limbs, muscles start moving softly. Flex your knees and knees. When your feet come towards the edge of the seat of your chair, that's comfortable for your body. And maybe the body is able to release without any pressure. There's a lot of blood that fluids in the upper portion of the body, towards the head and torso. So we're going to roll on one side to your feet. So this is not which side. Roll to your right or left, knees, your legs, your torso rolls and rests. Your arm, bicep, elbow, shoulder. Release the pressure of the opposite side into the ground. And one more time. Your breath is the one that allows the movement of fluid. When and if your body's ready, your top leg, your top arm move, your top leg extends, your top arm presses, and you keep rotating and pause if you need to, half, a third way, as many times as you need to as you come up into sitting position, or you can just sit slowly as we study the class in front of your chair or your yoga mat. And your body exhales slowly through your legs and hips, your legs extended, your legs wide apart, one leg next to the other one extended, both legs cross, easy cross leg position, half Padmasana, lotus pose or full lotus pose, completely relevant. Find that your sitting bones find the perfect place to ground. That means that we understand our place. We find our seat in the world. There's a purpose. There's an intention. There's a very subtle urge of our soul that makes us act. Maybe the hands and the arms prepare to open. As they open the palms of the hands to the right and left side. Your thumbs are wider. Maybe your arms open slowly wide. So is it just a movement of the arms, or is it really an opening of the chest, opening of the heart? As I extend and raise my arms above the shoulders. Again, breathing tall. And as the hands touch, as you exhale, the bending of the elbows brings the hands along the midline. But it doesn't matter how many breaths. Let the palms and hands slowly come to your brow chakra, throat chakra, into your heart center. With a sense of humility, of certainty, no point existing in earth is to find our way to become more humble and slow. Though the experiences of peacefulness and harmony, it's harmony mean to you today? What does it feel like to be more truthful? What is our truth? What does our truth look like? Maybe our truth is not the things and the external expressions, layers of who we present, but it's maybe an ultimate higher truth of reconnecting the thirst of this one little tiny minuscule drop, seeking the ocean of selfless, divine love.